Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Before we get started, we'll give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, B'chakadash.
Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone, hope you're well. And peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. I appreciate you sincerely across the four corners of the earth. And this is another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And Lord willing, this lesson be edifying to the hopeful elect. You know, and this is Brother Bakar, with the Brother Rayad.
Shalom.
And the Brother Liyash.
Shalom.
And we came together to fellowship and to do a lesson going into trusting the Lord. You know, and especially the times we come in there, you're going to need to trust in the Lord as much as you can.
Because that's all you're going to have is your faith, man. When Jacob's trouble jump off and kick off, all this death, all this madness, all this craziness is going to be out here, you ain't going to have nothing but to trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai, because you might end up in a camp, man. You might end up under a guillotine, but what, man? You can't lose faith, man. You gotta have trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai unto death, man.
Yeah, hey, Baba Kufal, can you bring out that etymology of the word trust? And I'll bring up the first precept.
This is the online etymology of the word trust. It says reliance on the veracity, integrity,
Veracity.
So like it. Reliance on the veracity, integrity, or other virtues of someone or something.
Right, so relying on something, having faith. And who is
Right.
that? It also says in the etymology, keep reading.
Integrity, and they say, or other virtues of someone or something.
Right.
You know? And I just to land back on that, because patience is what makes you gain virtue, man. Because virtue is having high morals for something, you know. And if you trusting in something, you're gonna be patient in what are you trusting in? Because you got all your trust in it, no matter how long the process takes, man.
It's a point I wanted to make on that.
It's more. I can keep reading it for you.
Yeah, it says help, confidence, protection, support, and it says integrity or other virtues of someone or something, religious faith. So, you know, English is a bastard language. You know, how you say faith is I'm a one, right? Yeah, we got faith that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to be our protection in the times like the brother Ra'ab was alluding to. We got faith that what we're doing is the truth.
Right.
But nevertheless, this is Psalms chapter 18, verse 2. It says, the Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. So this is King David express how much faith he had. And how do we know that King David had faith? Because he went and fought against a valiant warrior with just the names of the Lord and a couple smooth stones and a slingshot. He knew that the Lord had his back. That's just one example. A buckler, that is a small shield. And that's the faith that we have. We have faith that the Lord is protecting us from all things, big and small. And the horn of my salvation, the horn in the scriptures represents power. So the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, his name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai. We believe that all things can be done through those names. You know what I'm saying? And we have faith that we're going to escape the judgment that's coming via Jacob's trouble. You know, we was talking about off camera how people was on fire for this thing. And then back in the world, we got faith that we not part of them who draw back. You know, but y'all brothers got it.
Just the book of Psalms, chapter 118. I'm going to start at verse 5. It say, I called upon the Lord in distress. The Lord answered me and set me in a large place. The Lord is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do unto me? The Lord take my part with him that help me. Therefore shall I see my desire upon them that hate me. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. So no matter what we go through, man, we gonna call on the name of the Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, And that's where our hope lies. You know what I mean? We hope to be delivered by Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, because we put in work. The same way a person trusts in a jumper because they always in the lab shooting J's, we trust in Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, because we always put in the work for him the same way.
Right, it's gonna show. It ain't just going. You can't just say you trust in the Lord and you're not proving yourself to trust in the Lord, or you're not proving it to the Lord that you trust him. You go your actions. It's gonna show if you trust in the Lord or not by the way you're moving, by the things you're doing.
Yeah,
you know.
Scriptures say that people honor me with their mouths, but their hearts are far from me. That's the first thing I thought of when you said that.
Because like he said, he used a jumper for example. If that basketball player was in the gym every day or consistently, that jumper wouldn't be so perfect, man. You know, so it's the same thing with us, man. We not gonna be perfect if we not reaching out to that, man.
Not
you
working.
Know,
yeah, and that goes back also to the title, because you put that work in. Why? Because you believe. We wouldn't be working as hard if we didn't think this can get us on the chariot or help us save our family and save ourselves from the times that we're not just approaching. They're already here, but the times we're going deeper into.
Like I said, this is Psalms 34:17. It say the righteous cry and the Lord heareth and delivereth them out of all their troubles. Right, because and the reason why they're crying to the Lord, because that's what they got their trust in. You know, we got our trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. We have faith that the Lord can deliver us from anything, man. And that's what the Lord do these things, man. Like it say in Sirach, the second chapter.
That, man, get out of my head. What you think I'm about to get?
Let's go.
Come on, man. Get out of here, man. Look, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, the second chapter, in the 12th verse. No, in the 10th verse. Look at the generations of old and see, did any ever trust in the Lord and was confounded with a question mark? And the answer to that is no. Look at our forefathers, man. All of them that put their trust in Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Meshach, Abednego, and Shadrach, man. They trusted in Yahweh Bahashim. Daniel, he trusted in Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, man. It says, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Question mark. The answer is no. Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him with a question mark? And that's none, nobody. Because the Lord is full of compassion for his people, man, especially the elect and the sincere ones that come back to serve him in spirit and truth.
On top of that, the Lord controls everything. So anything the Lord puts you through, anything you get, any situation that runs across you, that's the Lord who put you in that situation. You know.
I was just telling a brother yesterday about my situation. I had asked Yahweh Shah for more faith, and he put me in a situation to where I'm gonna need that faith in him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it is what it is.
Hey, that's beautiful. Was there more on that precept?
No, that was it.
I got some. This is Sirach chapter 1 verse 27. It says, for the fear of the Lord is wisdom and instruction, and faith and meekness are his delight. So understanding that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is all powerful, all knowing, that's the foundation of your wisdom. And you know, the scriptures talk about how the Lord looks for a contrite and a humble spirit. So we have to have that mindset. As we keep pressing towards the mark of the kingdom of heaven, we got to believe that Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is who he says he is, and that when he uttered something, when he said something, that is going to come to pass. That's why we prophesy, like we mentioned yesterday. Pro means before, and phasai to say. We believe the things that were written aforetime for our learning are happening, and there are some prophecies that have not happened yet. The major one being the M to the O to the T to the B. The second one being the famine of the word. And the last major one is the Lord's return. It's a lot of things like 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter, and Matthew, the 24th chapter, that let us know about the Lord's coming, these different tokens and these signs. And guess what? We believe they're happening because we see them. You know, we talked about that yesterday, how in the last days it's going to be perilous. And through faith, we know the source of all this chaos. We know why shit is going down, how it's going down, because the Lord says so. But Bakari, you got a precept?
Yeah, I did have one. If you ain't have one,
I got one real quick.
come
It's Proverbs 3 and 5.
on.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So if we trust in Yahweh Shem Shai, he gonna direct us to where we need to be at, man. Simple as that, man. I'm just read it back. I'm gonna read it slow. Just Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, with everything you got to put your trust in him, man. He the one that control both sides of this spectrum, man. It says, and lean not unto thy own understanding, because your own understanding that had you going off, man, you'll be going against what the Lord loves. You'll be doing something. What's that precept of Proverbs? Is a way that seems right to a man, but the end thereof is the way to death, man. It says, lean not into your own understanding. And all thy ways acknowledge him in everything you do, man. And he shall direct thy paths. And that's what we trust in. We put our trust in him to guide us into what he wants us to be. Because man's goings is of the Lord.
This Hebrews 10 and 35. Cast not away therefore your confidence, which have great recompense of reward. And your confidence is your trust, your faith, man. You know, hey, us having faith, that's what's gonna give us salvation. That's what's gonna deliver us, man. You know, your faith is, man. If you distrust the Lord, you put that away, then you lose the reward, man. The Lord and the Lord just want to see who go trust him and who go not. You know, and that's what the hour of temptation is. It's gonna be the ultimate test to see, all right, who worship the Lord and who don't. If you really about my business, you really worship me, is you gonna take the electronic device, is you gonna do this, is you gonna do that, is you gonna sell out. You know, it's all a test, man, because the Lord want to see who down with him and who's not with him, man. You know?
I got one. This is Sirach 25 and 12. It says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of his love, and faith is the beginning of cleaving unto him. So what do you do when you cleave unto something? You hold tight. So we hold fast to that what we've been taught, like the scriptures say, and we understand that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is the one true God. And you know what the Proverbs 18 and 10 say, the name is a strong tower, the righteous running into it, and it's safe. You know, we know that we're doing the right thing. We got faith in the names Yahweh Yahushai.
It's Hebrews 11 and 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek them.
Look at that reward again. Yeah. You know, it's about, hey, your faith, having faith and trusting the Lord, you're going to receive a reward for that. It's a benefit with that, man. You know, but if you don't have the faith, then you're not going to receive the reward of being saved, man.
Kind of say, without faith, it's impossible to please him. So without trusting in him, you feel me? He ain't going to be there for you, man.
All right. Lord willing, this was edifying. The water Yahweh Shem Yahushua for giving us the spirit to do this lesson. Once again, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash.
Double honors to the elders and the apostles, a great millstone of goodwill and teach sound doctrine, and a strong shalom to the hopeful elect. Kwame Yasharala, Abba Ball.
Shalom.
Abba Ball, shalom, shalom.
Shalom.